everyone, this is Kimmy Wyatt and welcome to this video. Right here I have 23 questions to ask targeted individuals. But before I get started, please subscribe to the YouTube channel and be sure to click that notification bell so that you, let me move up a little bit, so that you will be one of the first to get notifications of new vids I post up. Okay, don't forget to do that. Also, I'm going to give you 8 terms, formerly 7 terms, to look up. Please look these terms up via a video format, and I highly suggest YouTube, which is what's going on right now. Okay, I'll give you 10 seconds to get pen and paper, pencil and paper, or open up a note app in your phone as I enjoy my smoothie. I like my smoothies tart. I don't like sweet smoothies. I want some sweet, but I don't want them too tart. I don't want them too sweet, rather. Okay, first term is add stalking, S-T-A-L-K-I-N-G, to the first 4 terms I'm going to give you. Oh, here are my glasses. Gang stalking, G-A-N-G, gang stalking. And please excuse me for talking out of my nose. My sinuses are almost gone. This is the best I've sounded in like going on 2 months almost. The longest I've ever had sinuses. But I've been going outside a lot. Okay, first term is gang, G-A-N-G, and add stalking to the first 4 terms. Stalking. Second term is electronic. Third term is cause, C-A-U-S-E. And the last term is group, G-R-O-U-P. Electronic, E-L-E-C-T-R-O-N-I-C. Now, if they had given me that on my spelling, for my spelling bee word, I would have won. Yeah, I think I spelled it right. E-L-E-C-T-R-O-N-I-C. Yeah. Okay, so gotta do a couple of things. Hold on, y'all. You know how I do. Ain't no shame in my game. Okay. Woo! There you go. Okay, excuse me for sniffling. I'm gonna put this over here and pull my clothes up. You guys, only I would do certain things. Other people wouldn't. You can only be you. Let me see. What is one of my quotes? You can never be me. You can only be you trying to be me. And by the way, I cooked today, you guys. Just accidentally deleted that video. I cooked some stuffed poblano peppers, you guys. Meatloaf. Stuffed them with meatloaf. But I do have one video already there, and there is more to come. Okay? I did it. I deleted it myself. Okay, so this is critical. I am conducting this 23 question survey because I truly believe that a lot of TIs, targeted individuals, have a lot in common. We have a lot in common. And that's going to break some ice as to what is going on, okay? And there's people talking on the outside. Please excuse that. But I also ask, if you're not a targeted individual, please do not take this survey. I know some of you are going to be tempted, just playing around. Oh, I'm going to take the survey and I'm not targeted. Please, this is critical. Some targeted individuals have committed suicide, you guys. So it's very critical that this is very serious. There's something going on. Some people say it's the government. I will go to my grave saying it's not the government. It's not the government. It's not the government, okay? So if you're not a targeted individual, please do not take this survey. However, you can like the video, of course, and I hope you do. You can go ahead and comment. Post your comments all day long. You can also comment on targeted individuals' comments. But to take the survey, no. Okay, so how do you take the survey? For every question I ask you, please 1 Y, 1 N. Y is for yes, N is for no. Comma. 2 Y, 2 or 2 N. 2 is for, Y is for yes, N is for no. You don't have to put yes. You can do that if you want to spell it out. That's your choice, but it'll be simpler to just put 1 yes, 2 no, 3 yes, 2 no. These are yes and no questions. I'm going to talk about political, not beliefs, but that's yes or no. And as I get to those questions, I'll explain. All right. And let me give you the other terms. Let's see. The other terms are organized crime. Don't go by what you see on TV or seen in a movie or what you know from your own knowledge. Please look up organized crime. The next term is perps. If you live in these here United States, you live near a perp. Yes, you do. And mind you, gang stalking is worldwide. It's not just in the United States, okay? Anywhere that technology is available in abundance, internet service, yeah, it's around. Look up targeted individual with an S, targeted individuals. And also look up empath, E-M-P-A-T-H. I am a targeted individual as well as an empath. And please know, if you are an empath, comes with the territory, you're going to be a targeted individual 110%. However, if you are a targeted individual, that does not necessarily mean you're an empath. Okay? Two different things, but one of the same. All right? 23 questions. Once again, answer these. Please do not answer these questions. Please try to refrain. Please refrain from answering these if you're not a targeted individual. Additionally, if you feel like you may be a targeted individual, you're new to this video, you're new to my channel, you're new to other channels, please visit other channels on the subjects I gave you. And please look these videos up, these terms I just asked you guys to look up via a video format, and I highly suggest YouTube right now, okay? The reason for that is because you're going to get a variety of resources and information from a variety of people, okay, and entities on targeting. It's real. If I had my way, I wouldn't be doing this video right now. I would probably be doing a video, but it wouldn't be about targeting. So I'm going to give you guys some advice. When life gives you lemons, you guys know the rest of that, the rest of it, you make lemonade. Okay? You make lemonade. Me, you can target me all day long, but you're not going to accomplish anything. I'm not trying to talk about anyone else, but why are you targeting me of all people? I know why. I have an idea, because this is why I'm doing this survey, because we have a lot in common, but I would have given up a long time ago. This is my fourth apartment, my third apartment, 4 years. You haven't accomplished anything. But when you have narcissistic personality disorder, you think that you have accomplished something. You're going to keep trying and trying and trying and getting people on your team because your little feelings may have been hurt. And so speaking of YouTube, before I get started, I have over 300 videos, 19 playlists. 2 of those playlists is about my targeting and being spied on. One is called The Blue Cup in the Attic. The other, The Blue Cup in the Attic, Circumstance or Evidence. It's not going to say The Blue Cup in the Attic, though, because that's too long with circumstance or evidence. It's going to have the acronyms TBCITA and then circumstance or evidence in parentheses. Okay, just to shorten that up. But the first one is The Blue Cup in the Attic. Yeah, and I have to do number 4 and 5. 3 are already published up for circumstance or evidence. Circumstance or evidence is me knowing in my heart that I was spied on before I realized I'm being spied on. Okay. So I already did this video, by the way, and it got deleted some kind of way. But once again, here we go. What I just said. People, they're so stupid. These gang stalkers and perps. Perps are also called, if you want to look this up, flying monkeys. Flying monkeys, you know. I don't give that term because it's too long, you know, and I just got introduced to that term, looking up research, doing research like I've asked you guys to do. So if you want to look up flying monkeys, it's the same thing as perps. That's what they are, basically flying monkeys. Flying around, not accomplishing anything, don't want you to accomplish anything, jealous-hearted, envy. Yeah, they've taken their envy to a whole nother level. Well, honey, the worst thing you can do is let this one right here know that you are envious and jealous because I don't understand it and I've never been that way myself. I'm going to give you something to be jealous of. Everything in your life should serve a purpose. When you're jealous of this one, I'm going to help you with that. Here we go. Okay. And like I said, forgive my food. I made some hot water cornbread today, you guys, with my stuffed poblano peppers and meatloaf. So I made meatloaf as well as stuffed poblano peppers. Okay. 23 questions. 1 yes, 1 no, 2 yes, 2 no, 1 yes, or 1 no. You can spell it out or put in, put a comma, go to the next one. 2 in, 3 yes, 4, etc. like that. Or you can go down. I really prefer for you guys to go down answering these questions. 1 why, 2 in, 3 in, 4 in, 5 why, you know, go down, but it's your choice. You can go across, but put commas in between your answers. Go over your answers to make sure that you do have a comma in between so it's not confusing. And it's critical that you number each one of these. You don't have to put the question there, and you will have to go back to answer these. I understand that. And go back in the video to look, but make sure that you do number. Very important. I'd rather for you to number it and leave it blank than for you not to number it at all, okay? And just say, oh, maybe they forgot. And I'm still sniffling a little bit, but I ask for your forgiveness. First question is, were you smart in school? A, B student. Mostly A's, some B's. If you made C's, it was probably 1 or 2. The whole time you were in from elementary all the way up, preschool, whatever. You always made, well, preschool probably it's not A's and B's. But when the lettering system came in your life, did you make A's and B's? Okay? And if you made C's, it was a couple of them, and I'm talking about up to a senior. I'm not talking about college, but college. But college is, if you went to college, yeah, you know what kind of grades did you make in college? But if you were making C's, D's, and F's or whatever, and you're targeted, I'm not talking to you. If that's the case and you are targeted, put no. Okay. So when I say were you pretty smart, no offense to anyone, I really mean you made like A's and B's in school the whole time. And if you made an F the whole time, that's okay. But you got back on track. Mom and Dad talked to you or something, and you got back on track. And the next time you had A's. You made an A in that subject or a B. Okay, second question. Do you think outside the box or come up with ideas? You're continuously coming up with ideas or ideals about things. You're continuously, whether internal or external, you're continuously talking about ideas. And you can come up with something just like that, you know, regardless of what it is, okay? 3, slavery. Answer these questions, you guys. I'm not trying to get in your business. I don't care what your race is. Black people, so I'm talking about slavery. This includes you if you're a targeted individual. That's all I'm focusing on. Slavery, would you have treated your slaves a little different when you were not in the presence of other slave masters? And what that means is that if it's nighttime has come and the slaves, you know, had someone cook some extra food for a couple of slaves that did a good job, you know, or the slave is sick. Okay, the first day you probably didn't have sympathy for them, but the next day you see they're still sick. You let them take half the day off or something. You know, you had a little more. You would have had a little more sympathy for your slaves than. And it's not hard to think about. Say, yeah, I probably would have been that kind of person. And even after slavery was over, would you have let some of your slaves come and stay with you? You know. You know, when slavery was abolished. You was, oh, well, where are you going to go? Well, you know. Okay, number 4. Are you a Democrat? Yes or no? If you're a Republican, this is not for you. Just say, or well, if you're a Republican, put it this way. If you are a Democrat, put yes. If you are a Republican, leave it blank. There you go. All right? Or you can put no. 5. You love all types of music. At least 90%. You love all types. There may be some genres that you don't like, but mostly you love all types of music. You know, Christian, it doesn't matter. Gospel, you're just a music enthusiast. You love all kinds of music. Number 6. Have you ever lived in a shelter? Not as a kid. I'm not talking about as a kid. Your mom was in a shelter, or your dad. I'm talking about you yourself. Have you ever lived in a shelter as an adult? All right. Number 7. Are you Republican? I separated these for a reason. Are you Republican? If you're a Democrat, you can put no or leave it blank. Okay. 8. Are you not prejudiced at all? You really don't have a prejudice bone in your body. You're really not prejudiced. And there are people on the planet like that. Some people say everyone has a little prejudice. No, there are some people on the planet today who really truly are not prejudiced. They grew up from birth, probably had adopted kids in the family, and slept in the same bed, shared the same meals, did all this, and so they're really not prejudiced. They don't have any. And black African people can be prejudiced too. So this is for anyone. So you have a lot of love for all people. Number 9, you believe blacks should get some type of reparation for enslavement. Okay, enslavement. The Indians got it, and that's probably not what you would base it on, but you would say, yeah, I think black people should get some kind of compensation or some kind of something. Trust me, I am not doing this to get people on my side for reparations. I am asking these questions specifically. These are psyche questions. I'm getting your psyche because something is going on, you guys. All right. Yes or no? Number 9. Do you believe blacks should get some type of reparations for enslavement? Number 10. You know a little or a lot about a lot of things. You're worldly. Someone can ask you a question and you can just go right in and on the subject. It doesn't matter what it is. The economy, social studies. It doesn't matter what it is 90% of the time. You are rarely in awe of a question or a topic. Like computers. Okay, blah, 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 blah. And you don't have to verbally say something. It could just be you're hearing some people. You're in the doctor's office waiting your turn, and you hear people talking about things, and you hear them talking about a subject, and if you needed to join in or they wanted you to join in, it would be no problem for you because you're just that worldly and you know about the topic. Okay. Let's see, number 11. You have a love of God and you don't mind others knowing it. You could be talking about anything. Smoothies. I have my smoothies. I actually have the whole picture over here. Sorry, from the blender. But I have my smoothies. I could talk. And if it wasn't for God giving us these fruits, it doesn't matter what it is. You have no problem talking about God in your conversations. Okay, number 12. Yeah, that was 11. Have a love of God and don't mind others knowing it. Number 12. Comfortable in any setting. You can get with the best of them or you can get with the worst of them. It doesn't matter. You're comfortable. It doesn't matter. If Oprah Winfrey was right here, I'm serious, if she was right here, I would still talk to the camera. Literally comfortable in any setting. John Travolta. I love him. Now, if Darth Vader was over here, I would have to turn off the camera because I am in love with Darth Vader. I love Darth Vader. Someone actually put on a Darth Vader costume when I was in the studio, live on radio, and they got behind me, and I'm like, oh my God! And I'm on camera because, you know, I was on camera as well as on radio. So you guys could see me live actually doing my show. And he actually had the entire Darth Vader costume on. And I don't even think it was Halloween. I'm like, how did you do that? Okay, so number 13. Number 12 was, are you comfortable in any setting? It doesn't matter. You feel like we're all the same. Simple as that. You may have reached the epitome of your career or something. I may not. You know, I may be there halfway. It doesn't matter. But we're all the same. We all came on the planet by ourselves. We're going to leave by ourselves. We're all going to, you know, that kind of person. Nothing really gets you going, like excited, you know, because as far as people, you're not easily impressed. There you go. Number 13, you can grasp a subject within ample time. Now, the time may be different for each one of you or each one of us, but you can grasp a subject, you know, you're talking about bones or something like that, and it's the structure of the bones in the leg, and just terms, you know, this and that, what that part of the leg is calling you. It may take you 2 or 3 times, but you get it real quick. Like, okay, and can give definitions of where, you know, location, locales, where those bones are located in that person's, in a human's leg. You know, just from, maybe not the first time, but you'll get it eventually, or quicker than someone else. Number 14. You love to read, learn, thirst for knowledge. This is kind of similar to the other ones, but a little different. You love to learn. Like I love to learn stuff, you know. And I'm not talking about, well, I am talking about me, but I wasn't talking about me. Like, I'm just saying, I love to learn. I love to learn stuff, and I'm talking about you. Okay, but I do. 15. You're an experienced computer user, over the top almost. You can turn a computer on and I'm not saying you're a novice or whatever. I'm not saying you can turn it on and just go in the inside and unscrew this and not necessarily. You probably are able to do that. That's great. You're a TI, but the simple fact that you can turn it on and do some things and go into some programs, and probably programs that are not common to the common person. You know, you know a lot about the software. So hardware, software, or both. Are you an experienced computer user? Okay, or you don't have to be Bill Gates or anything like that, but you know, I think it's Steve Jobs or something like. You don't have to be either one of those guys, but you're pretty good. You're pretty good with what you do. Okay, number 15 that's number 15. Experienced computer user, over the top almost. Have worked for many companies in multiple capacities. And what does this say? Or positions. You've worked for many companies in multiple capacities, from cooking to doing whatever. You work for, you know, or the company that you work for, you have worked in multiple capacities. Like, you started out when you were 16 and now you're 30 and you've been with the company that whole time, or let's say 18 and 16 for some people, and you've grown with the company and now you're the vice president of whatever. But you've worked for many companies in multiple capacities. You worked here and this was your position, but you went to another company and that was your position, and you've been here and you've been there. You've done a lot of things. Okay. Number 17. You have empathy for others without question. You know you have a sense of discernment, and you know they're telling the truth, and you have empathy for them. You have empathy for people. Okay. That's 17. And you have empathy or compassion for people. Number 18 is you give great advice. You're good at giving great advice to others. You're great at giving advice to others. You can listen. You're a good listener. Maybe not, but you can. They don't have to tell you the whole thing. You're already ready to give them an answer, like what they should do. Let me finish this. Number 19 would go to the authorities without question. If you saw someone doing something illegal or harming others. That's number 19. You would go to the authorities real quick if you saw someone doing something illegal and or harming other people. What happened to all that noise I was hearing? Okay. You guys, some people are so ignorant. They feel like if they talk a little louder while you're doing a video, it's going to interrupt your video. I'm still talking. Okay, number 20. You had different races of friends when you were growing up. And also now. You have different races of friends from different backgrounds, different, you know, you have a friend. I have play brothers that have been to prison. Okay? I have lots of play brothers. I'm going to tell you like this. If I were to get on my phone, you guys, and this is honestly, if I were to get on my phone and call each one of my play brothers and whine to them about what's going on in my life, it wouldn't be going on right now. Okay? Real talk. All right? It would not be going on. I'm just going to keep it real. If I were to get on the phone and call my play brothers, and I have many of them, when I slept in my vehicle for 6 months and I had a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, I acquired even more play brothers. When I lived in a shelter, I acquired play brothers. I have a lot of them. I don't have to talk to them every day, but trust me, if I were to pick up the horn, the phone, and guess what? Blah, 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 blah. What? Blah, 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 blah. What? Blah, 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 blah. What? I wouldn't be having this problem. They don't understand that. I'm going to let you read between the lines. I wouldn't be having this problem. Okay? I'm just keeping it real. Okay, number 21. You believe there's something going on in the world that's unexplainable. People are acting so weird and different. You know in your heart something. All you can say is something is going on, but you can't put your finger on it. The birds are acting different. The bees are doing things. You guys, every time I leave out, every day, and it happened before I left my last apartment, they were swarming around me. Birds, bees, and butterflies. I'm like, what are y'all doing? And then as I mentioned in the video, the birds got up one day, and when I got up and walked outside, well, I walked outside. I was already up. And I'm like, what are they doing? The little boy was taking the trash out. I was familiar with him. He was coming down the stairs, and I lived on the first floor. We both come out at the same time. I asked him if he needed any help. And we were watching these birds like flying over our heads, like this coming out of one cloud and going. It was just beautiful. It brought me to tears. It really did. I had never seen anything like that. And all I can say is the Lord was telling me that this is almost over, you know, or something. You're gonna the good is gonna come out of this. And that's what I'm waiting on. I know good's gonna come out of this. I already know. Okay. Number 22, you see, and I just said it, you see and hear things that others don't see or hear. Animals doing weird things, insects, and I just said that one. Okay, so I added it to 21, but actually it's its own question. 22 is, do you see or hear things that are really, really weird that others just don't see or hear? Yeah. There's some stuff I haven't even told you guys because I was the only one who saw it. So, we'll see. You know, seriously. And, yeah, there's some stuff that I've seen. Some stuff that I don't know if I've heard anything. But yeah, I've seen some things, you guys. And I mentioned the birds. A lot of people didn't know about that, but I mentioned it in another video, so you guys know about that. But, no, that's not all I've seen. I've seen some things like, what? And it's always the sky in most cases. Something going on. Okay, last question. You're a self-starter. You can come up with an idea and implement it. Now, I already talked about you can come up with ideas, but not only in this one, you can actually come up with the ideas and you can implement them. Like it's nothing. So, basically, you're a worldly person. Please, once again, 23 questions. If you are not a targeted individual, please do not take this survey. You can comment on the TI's comments, targeted individuals' comments, or you can make produce your own comments. But if you're not a targeted individual, please refrain from taking the survey. I don't know if you guys can see me, but there's not a light in this area of my place, and so I had to go get a light that I use for other things. Okay, so that's it. 23 questions. Go all the way to the beginning if you have to, and answer honestly. And I will be doing a video on the results. Okay, and I will be doing a video on the results of this to let you guys know what I came up with. That's good. All right. Hasta la vista. Buenos Aires. Buenas noches. Arrivederci. Au revoir. Salida. Don't let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. But some of you need to let the doorknob hit you where the good Lord split you. Yes. Ciao Bella. Ciao Bello. Gotta go. Smooches. Bye. And by the way, I gotta get up and turn this camera off. So please excuse me. And post your questions. Also, anyone can post questions. Whether you're a targeted individual or not, you can post questions to me. I will answer those questions if I see them, and I should see them. Yeah, you can do that. But just do not answer the survey. Please, 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 if you're not a targeted individual. And before I go, this may turn off. If you feel like you're a targeted individual, I may have said this earlier, but you're not for sure, go ahead and look up those 8 terms that I gave you guys. That'll give you an idea. Yeah, I'm a targeted individual. Or you may know something's going on without going to those terms yet. Then you may be targeted, okay? So, let me turn this off. And thanks for participating, you guys. Thank you very much.